regular Commissioners Court meeting for County of Starr, Monday, August 3rd. Let the record show we do have quorum, Commissioner Science being absent. If everyone will please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I believe in the pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No, y no te pares. Public comments, do we have any public comments?
None, Your Honor. There's none.
Okay, I guess the first item, Mr. Perez, is the vendors list.
Yes, good morning, Judge, Commissioners. You should have a copy of the vendors list there. There's 4 names on the vendors list. They've been reviewed and we recommend they be approved.
I move that we approve the vendor list as presented, Your Honor.
Second.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is claims.
Again, you should have a copy of the claims. They've been reviewed and we recommend they be approved.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second motion.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 6 is a donation in the amount of $870 made to the Food Pantry Precinct 2.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second motion.
Moved and second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 7 is an action item, and this is to approve AEP Texas Construction for non-existing poles to provide new electrical services to new building construction located on 98, I guess that's your...
Yeah, this is our new maintenance building, Your Honor. Motion to approve.
Second motion.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I don't know, you know, let me skip over.
No estaban ahí. Ana Guerrero no está afuera.
I didn't see her. She called, but
Yeah, I told her to be here.
I can skip it and we'll come back to it. Okay,
no.
let's skip that one and go to item 9. And this is also an action item for final approval for Pipeline Estates. Mr. Saravia?
Yes, good morning, Judge, good morning, Commissioners. I have do you have the copies of the final approval for the?
That's like my precinct, Your Honor. And it's well-built, but it's a ranchette. So I think it's in order, Your Honor. So I do so to
Second
approve it.
motion.
Moved in second to approve. Discussion? All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item 10 is also final approval for Los Ranchos de la Estrella Phase 4. Mr. Saravia?
Yes, again, I'm asking for the final approval for that. It's on.
This is for Suntex?
I'm sorry?
This is the one in Suntex?
Yes, sir.
All right, I move that we approve, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Moved and second to approve. Discussion? All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, I see Ms. Villarreal just walked in, so let's go back to item number 8. And this is to discuss and take action on approving an agreement between the Texas Department of Ag and the County of Starr on contract number 7219153. Ms. Villarreal?
Yes, sir. The contract that we got awarded is to help the community in Starr
Yeah.
County.
Why don't you come approach us here in the front, please?
Yeah, we didn't set up the public.
Mira, acabó con Sarabia, ¿no?
Huh? O aquí en el
Para hacer
podium.
10 nomás.
¿Dónde?
Mira, acabó con Sarabia para hacer 10 nomás.
Is that on there?
Donde quiera, ahí está bien.
Okay.
Pues good morning, everybody. The grant that we got awarded is for $269,000 and $700 and some dollars. The purpose for this money is to be used throughout the county, and it's to assist families that have been having issues with what we're going through. And we're able to assist up to $2,000. Not everybody's gonna get the $2,000. It depends on we're gonna be able to help them with 3 months. If they have a mortgage, we can help them up to 3 months with that mortgage payment. If they don't have a mortgage, we can help them up with 3 months of utilities and también with groceries. So that's the purpose of
How much is the grant for?
269, sir. 269, 700 and something.
That's for distribution, it's 249.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's
Okay.
269 the total, but 20,000 with that would be admin.
That way, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
And would you explain to us what you're trying to say? We want to make sure that you knows and the auditor knows what.
Okay, if we do get the contract, well, we got awarded and whatnot, what they want to know is, once I get the monies, it's gonna be dispersed to the county. Okay, I need access. I don't know how it is that you wanna go by it, because the people will be approaching us. I do the applications, make sure that they qualify, that everything is in order. Then I have to have access to be able to pay their utilities, like right then and there. I know that it's like, something like the weatherization, but weatherization, you give them the bills and then they take months to pay. With this, we're able to pay right away. I was told that I could request at least half of the funds, like 100,000. I have to submit a letter. And if we get it, it will be deposited into the county's account. But from there, I need to know how I can access it.
The auditor is plumb full of bills, and you cannot be sending pay.
No,
They can transfer that money to the nonprofit, which is the closet. When it comes in, you have to go to the county, and then the county can go back to the closet, okay? They have an account, they have a card, okay? It's just like when we pay the food pantry, we pay to the closet pays it up
I
there,
submit a
okay?
check.
Same thing can be done here. That money goes into there, and she gets the applications, and automatically she can pay with the card, the
utilities?
light company or whatever, you know,
Payment.
and have a receipt and attach it to the application that was paid to. They say, Raul Peña came in and applied for light, 3 months, so much a month, okay? You get your bill, you send to get the paid directly to the company will email you back the receipt, you file it on the stuff. You can help for food, ¿también, verdad?
Yes.
And I don't know how do you,
With the
oh, wait a minute, depending on it's on either how many people live together, I don't know how do they distribute? If somebody qualifies for $100 a month, or somebody qualifies for 50 only, or 30 or 10. Well, that person can get 3 months allowance, a card from HEB, and have the card registered for the amount of, 50 or 60 or whatever, and that he can go and pay. He signs for it, get a picture of the card, he signs for it, his ID and everything. They give him the card so he can go buy the food or whatever they need. And it's documented, it gotta be audited,
Everything will be
Who's the
done.
granting agency then?
Huh?
The
Who's
county.
the,
The county.
no, but who's the
The
granting?
Department of Agriculture.
Who's that?
Yeah. Esto del Self-Help Center pues viene del
It's through the self-help center, los funds that some of the funds get deobligated that didn't get used, they were put back in the pot, and from there, they're getting some of the money. And this is for the
Yeah, it-
whole county, just as long as the residents live in the 264, 65 colonias that we have, they have to be based on one of those and then follow the criteria that they have to meet, the low income, which basically everybody.
Your Honor, the way I was thinking of is that it's 249,000, was it 250? And we gotta serve 120 families, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 120 families in the county for $2,000 if they qualify
I was
for
gonna
it.
say, that's
Yeah.
the minimum number of families.
No,
because
that's a
some-
maximum.
No,
No,
no.
no, it's a
It-
minimum.
It's a minimum of 120 because there's some families, not everybody's gonna get
We'll get 500,
$2,000.
300.
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying, just but not over
$2,000.
No.
2,000. what I was planning is that we divide it into 4 precincts, equally. Let's say 120, 30 families, or, and let's say if only, don't know, most of them didn't qualify, or let's say divide the monies in the equal amount. For 240, 250 divided by 4, how much is it?
250 divided 4, 67.
Eh?
67,000.
57?
67.
Okay, whatever, for each precinct, if one qualifies for 200, one for 100, and we'll go by precincts and divide it, somebody qualified for only 300, the other for 1,500, but the max is 2. So that we can divide it, the whole money into the whole county, in all 4 precincts. I think that's a fair shot.
Yeah, I think it's a great program. Any monies we can get in that are grant, I'm all for it.
That's what I'm saying, but the fastest process to go and spend it by
Yeah, we have
January 31st,
15th or something.
And all you have to do is, the money comes into the treasurer's office, then go again, transfer it to the closet, and then from there distribute.
That would be the easiest way that we can spend it faster.
Can that be done, Mr. Perez?
I need to look into it.
Okay.
Because I checked with the guy, with what ¿cómo se llama aquel?
Albert?
Albert.
And then now we could probably open a
A
special
separate-
account,
yes.
separate
It's
account.
just for that,
Special
and then we
revenue
can
fund,
close it. Because everything will be documented, because we are gonna be audited, they're gonna wanna make sure what, all the pennies that we spent, where they
Right.
went and stuff, so.
Look into it, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a great program. Commissioner had already mentioned to me about it, and I think, certainly.
We were
I
lucky
think
to get it.
And going back, remember we had some monies coming in for the self-help too, around 16,000, 14,000?
Mhm.
If they were coming too?
I spoke to Sam, and I think he had said that we got them, and he was gonna place them there.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because I'm still begging on them, Judge, to try to recover as much as they can from the last problem we had.
Any questions?
questions?
No, sir.
I think you need to get, with Mr. Perez, you call Albert, because I already talked to him on that matter, of how to distribute, and how to go the fastest route to get it done, to expedite and get those monies out of the way by January 31st.
Once the monies get with you guys, and then they were told, like I said, they had said that I could probably get half of it, and then we can start working with that.
See, we won't start doing anything until the money gets here. Once we're getting close to spending 50%, we'll apply for the other one, and then they send them in. We don't have to wait to get reimbursed.
And with the monies, they had said that I could go and either speak to H-E-B or Walmart, and I could get the cards. See, because we're not issuing any money whatsoever. Everything's gonna be either a card, and then I will be paying directly to.
The only thing about the card is, let's say I qualify for $80, and Commissioner Peña qualifies for $50. Are we gonna have different value cards, or?
You buy, por decir, you can buy one que sea 50 and 10 and 20, you just put the value on the cards.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think that's the way it works.
You know, when they make the application and let's say I qualify for $80, but then you go buy the card and not the card. Rather than buying a bunch of cards.
Or buy probably
Yeah.
a bunch of 20s, a bunch of 50. And,
Y ahí nomás se lo
Yeah,
da.
and everything, yeah.
y si es de 20, igual de 20, cada chico se lo parto de 20.
Yeah, because he had said go buy, he
Yeah,
had
but no
told me
complaints, better
go
than
buy
nothing.
like $20,000 worth of cards.
Who's he?
And Albert, the border field operator, the guy that I deal with.
Es el mismo
From the
todavía.
granting agency?
Yeah.
No, ese es otro nombre, ese es los míos, ese es de los míos en Cuido. Ese es otro nombre.
This is
he
otro-
retired.
He's an
Ese ya está
outcast.
muerto.
Okay, he's an outcast. But that's what he has suggested, you buy so much cards and then you have them there, and then of course you have to make copies of all that and then make that homeowner sign for everything that they
And
do.
I thought it was Raúl. ¿Es Álvaro o Raúl?
Raúl is no longer gonna be there.
Oh, bueno, no sé what to talk to. Bueno, como quiera, esos son los mismos tacuaches.
But I'll keep you guys posted on the latest.
Aparte vamos a ir, pero yo me aseguro que Kiko agarre la parte de él, no está muy mañoso.
No natural.
No,
Pues,
pues, el dinero se acaba, ¿no?
no necesito dárselo. Si yo lo pudiera haber agarrado yo solo, ¿qué
Es
tiene?
mentira.
No, we start, if we
A la emoción,
get
hombre.
the
Nomás porque quiero
contract,
La emoción.
Yeah, but you know, I think it's just fair divided to 67,
That's all right.
and everybody, if somebody gets 300 out of, you
But
know.
I am gonna need help from the commissioners. I will do the flyers, but then I need help distributing, you know, and I guess I mean putting it on
Yeah,
Facebook.
to
and
let the
stuff.
people know?
To let the people
Oh,
know.
You'll find out.
But we're gonna-
No, pero, ya ves,
Así se va a
el mocho ya está preguntando.
I will
find
be
out.
going by appointments, so we'll be attending to so many
Sí,
people
eso no
at a time.
empezar con
Just to attend.
Conmigo, could you come to my office? I have an office there, you could probably use it, y you could probably see, para que no vayan todos a estar con
That's
ustedes.
fine, not a problem. We can make
Créete,
arrangements
pero
in
no te la ligas de no tener.
Pues para eso.
Son los mismos.
Pues the flesh, papá.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the?
Motion to approve the agreement.
Movement second to approve item 8, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you,
Motion carries. Mr. Sarabia, I'm sorry, I didn't see you still have one left. This is the number 11, right, and to approve Coyote Den subdivision phase 2.
Preliminaries, yes, sir.
Preliminary, and I don't have no problem, Your Honor, but we gotta make sure, I told Mr. Sarabia,
Yes, sir.
before it gets approved, just next time, remember that we approved, there were no street lights on it.
No, sir.
Esa ya, güey.
¿Eh?
Son los mismos guys.
Es el mismo,
Mismo.
otro por sí.
No, but aquí traigo la recommendation de Mr. Chapa for the preliminaries, and we'll be up to date on everything.
And you need to go check out there, see if those things
Yes, sir.
are on.
Yes, sir, no,
Yeah,
I'll make sure to go.
we have a checklist, and, you know, as long as they did
Yes, sir.
everything, you know, but they must do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
¿Dónde le vas a dar otro?
is, any questions on the preliminary for Coyote Den?
I do some more.
Take a motion.
Moved in second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 12 is an action item.
Hoy no tengo muñecones.
No sé,
¿Tienen
Uh,
hobbies ahí o qué?
It's a county legal service contract between County of Starr and Texas Department of Family Protective Services. You know anything about that?
No,
Audencio
sir.
no sabrá nada.
I thought he was gonna.
No sabe nada de esto, Audencio.
Es probation officer.
Son amigos de él y Víctor. ¿Cómo la ves?
No. Bueno, ahí para allá está el tape diario.
Pues yo también.
Bueno, pues pásalo.
Motion to approve.
No, párate.
Párate.
No, dijiste pásalo.
No, George.
Ah, bríncala.
Is that a yearly thing?
¿Dónde?
Is that a yearly thing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Es que si la pasamos y si necesita meterla.
Pues no le hace, pues por eso está aquí el trabajo.
Legal service contract between the County of Starr and Texas Department of Family. Es un contract. lo que
Muchas
está
veces
diciendo.
they're yearly, pero si no
Sí.
es,
Pero si sí es, y ahí he can lose the contract.
Yeah, my question is nomás, is there a participation from the county? That's my question.
Okay, so,
You have a copy of it?
That's what
Hay
I'm
nada.
looking for, but I couldn't find it.
háblenle.
No, te meten gato por liebre, entonces.
No hay nada.
County Legal Service Contract,
You all want me to call him?
Texas Department of Family.
Háblale.
El hombre está con la pistolera, ahorita tú no sabes, ¿no?
No, hombre, están en Zoom.
Ah, bien, cuando Rory venía a la junta, ahorita ya no quiere venir.
Ya no viene.
Yo no veo la pistolera. El chico.
Yo
Es
creo que ya lo corrieron de ahí también.
También.
Perdieron el papel.
Vaya, amigo. Que se enojó gacho.
Y bien duro, Javi, que en el county attorney es bien duro.
Necesito hasta el nombre.
Que en el county attorney es bien duro. Te quedas patinando. No tuve cuando Rory venía, pues además estaba ahí para que contestar algo.
O sea, I don't-
La seguridad tuya ya no vino la...
Well, just take it and wait until.
A ver, viene.
I'm gonna.
Ponlo en la speaker.
Put you on speaker so that you can explain it.
Pues sí se puede también speak, ¿por qué no?
He's gonna explain real quick. It's a yearly. Victor, you're on speaker.
All right, thank you.
Good morning.
Judge,
Yes, sir.
Commissioners, I apologize if my secretary didn't put it on the contract in its entirety. I apologize for that. This is a contract that we submit for the last 5 years, I believe, with the state of Texas to help reimburse the attorney and secretary for CPS. We receive approximately, it varies because depending on the number of
Okay, I guess the only question, Mr. Canales, would be, is there any participation from the county?
You budget, 25,000 every year, Judge, but the attorney's salary is approximately, I believe, 55, 56.
Uh-huh.
And by the end of the year, we receive, upwards of the 30,000 that we spent. So it's actually, we make a little bit more than what we spent.
Okay. So really the county is not out any funds?
Only what's budgeted, the half, less than half of what the attorney, is paid,
Okay.
what the county
Okay,
spends.
that one, but whatever's in the budget, that's sufficient?
Yes, oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not increasing that.
That one.
That's why every year, that item, shows over every single year, because even though we receive, close to $30,000 from the state, it's 2 quarters late, so it doesn't reflect until 2 quarters after the budget year ends.
Okay. So, bueno, any other question? Comments?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Canales.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, so I guess I'll entertain a motion,
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second motion.
moved and second to approve, discussion.
Oye, Your Honor, en este grant no sé que todo el tiempo nunca cae el dinero because they never apply for it. Que todo el tiempo está on the red del county attorney.
He says it's 2 quarters late. You know, I don't know of any grant that's half a year late to pay.
Es lo que todo el tiempo, es como si todo el tiempo viven porque nunca, I don't know, they just don't apply for the monies on time. Pero todo el tiempo sale.
Una vez salió que era eso, que they had not applied in a timely manner, and that's the reason it was behind. But I don't know, the 2 months just doesn't sound logical to me, porque 2 quarters, that's 6 months, that's medio año. It's just too much, you know, if anything, it's a month, 45
Es como que,
days.
porque todo el tiempo ha habido problemas, hay que nunca cae, que viene,
See,
que
and
viene,
that's
que
the
viene.
question I've always had with the county attorney's office, that they're in the negative 60, 80,000, and he said, no, it's money that's coming in, does it come in? I don't know, because then we go into the next year, and pues, I don't get any more info.
Pues yo,
Yeah,
bueno,
but
yo
that's been going on for 5
nunca
years, I mean,
cae.
you'd have to go back 5 years and go to the beginning and track it.
Yeah, and see if that money came in, that's the reason I think maybe an audit would be warranted to, just to make sure that those monies came in, because I don't know if they did or not.
Yo lo que digo es, why does it take so long? Cuando todos los otros grants, I mean,
Yeah, por eso no.
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I can understand, como digo, 30 days, 45 days, even 2 months, you know, pero 6 months? I've never heard of anything like that.
That's all you have.
Go ahead and look into it, man.
Yeah,
Tomando allá.
yeah, I
¿Qué
guess
está pasando?
we'll have to look into that, and make sure that the monies do come in. I did have a motion and a second, any further discussion? All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 13 is an action item, and this is on the community centers and delivery of meals. Commissioner?
Your Honor, this is a problem that we had before, you know, and I had planned to shut it down, okay, completely out. Because there's, like I said, too much problems with what we discussed on that,
Yeah.
you know, and people are trying to take advantage. But I'm still looking, I reopened it again, you know, to go deliveries. But after this coming budget year, I'm still looking, maybe I can find somebody to contract out to go and deliver the food and get rid of, shut it down and make sure that people get served. Because this problem with the pandemic, I don't think it'll go away anytime soon,
It's
in
not.
1 or 2 more years. So I'm gonna start looking into what I can do to get these services, be delivered and close the centers to avoid these kind of problems that we have. But this time I reopen it so we can, I already let them know that this problem it's a problem. And I understand, I don't want to expose them to any kind of dangers or anything. But if need be, I'm gonna try and see if I can get the services delivered, contract delivered to
You
their
don't
house.
deliver, you don't deliver, okay? They come pick them up? and
No, we're
deliver?
delivering,
You
yes.
don't come and pick them up?
No, we deliver to the houses.
Todo.
But like we discussed, what the problems going on, so.
I think that's a very good idea, Commissioner, really.
Because people are just taking too much advantage.
Yeah, and not only that, it might save you money.
No, I know, I already checked it out, it does.
Yeah.
It does save money. So that's why, but it was too quick. And I had a guy that had already offered me, and it was a savings, but he had a problem with the, get organized to deliver it. I couldn't leave the people without any meals out there. But I'm still looking on it and checking it out, see what we want to do.
Okay, so
No, we're just, no action there.
no action.
Yeah, but I'm planning to get to that point.
Okay, the next item is an issue with the Arroyo Cemetery.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, I think Mr. Lopez, probably he's on Zoom. I hope that he's on the Zoom deal. Yes, Your Honor, these people have come to me.
¿Qué es Zoom, digo? No hay.
Eh?
No, we don't have Zoom.
No hay Zoom.
No.
Okay.
No sabíamos que Pirito y
Bueno,
Pina.
mira, déjame estar con él. Ese cementerio, ese cementerio que dicen que es de los López y los López, okay? But there was a cemetery before then there. Based on what I hear, it was donated to the community. When something is donated to the community, it doesn't mean that Gonzalez owns it or you own it. It's for the community. And the community consists of people that live around in that area.
Right.
But these people out there, go out there, no, this deal was donated to me and I'm gonna take control of it. Well, anyhow, Your Honor, what I did, I asked for people, I can't recall, but it came to Johnny Pope and we got it was an acre, I think it was an acre donated extra to the county in that cemetery. And I paid to the Lopez contractors out there, real fence, to go fence it, and they didn't even ever complete the job. It was paid by the county. The problem is that people keep on calling me, they go talk to these people that know that the cemetery is ours and that you can be buried there or whatever, that they need extra permission. I said, you don't need any permission. It is county property. And I talked to Commissioner Sainz and to his assistant, Lopez. I said, look, you guys need to take care of your people out there. They need to be buried there. And it's a mess there. I'm going to check it out. It's a mess there. Already people put up fences. Todos tienen como, agarraron todo, está todo desorganizado. But you guys take care of your people there. That's not for the Loma and those areas. I cannot be burying people out there in my area. You got a cemetery there. So finally, one people called me, and because they said no, I said, you go get back out there and go talk to Commissioner Sainz.
Do you have bodies in the cemetery that were just citizens of the county, no relation to them or not family or anything to Lopez?
Oh, yeah, there's some people there, yeah.
No, ya estaba ahí en el pedacito ese.
Era un pedacito nomás que había.
Sí,
It was only to- and then I added some more.
Okay.
And I don't know who'd be buried there, but they asked the people that said that they can't bury. I said, hell no, you can be buried there because I got that property for the area, for that area, El Arroyo, Las Lomas, and all those areas.
We had that same problem when Commissioner Peña
Everywhere.
was there in Salineño.
No, Champeño. Ah, en Salinero.
Salineño.
Champeño, Salinero.
And until
Yeah, we already took
we
control of
tried
it.
to defend them, and
Yeah.
they gave up.
We had the same problem in los Barreras, in Midway, everywhere.
Y en
But
Escobares también.
Because they're community property.
En Escobares no dejan, si no son de Escobares, no te dejan enterrar ahí. No me
But
culpas.
No, aquí tenemos la
the city-
casita, pero para
the
10,
city took
I
over.
got the Garciasville area, and I'm in the process of building the other one. To avoid those kind of problems, you can't, and you hear, on no house, anybody, I don't care where you come from. As long as you live in the community, you're a citizen of that community there. No matter if you came from Mexico, Germany, Japan, or whatever, you're living there, you're a member of the community.
at some point, if the court wants, we can use eminent domain and take possession of all cemeteries in the county.
You will have to.
Sí, porque it's a constant problem. people think it's theirs, and then they wanna charge, and then
Yeah,
but they want the
yeah.
county to
And
maintain.
especially the communities keep on growing.
Yeah, that my grandfather gave it to, but if he donated to the community, that belongs to the community, not to you.
Yeah. So, what,
Pero no hay action en esto.
No, nomás para dirigir a Pina que, you know, for him to pay attention to the deal, you know, and get it done.
okay, item 15 is to approve a resolution for submission of Border Protection Unit Grant 2536109 from the district attorney. This is to apply for the grant, for Border Protection grant.
Motion to approve.
Yeah, well,
Moving in second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 16 is an action item, and is to approve the submission of a resolution to CJD
Cartel de Jalisco.
for grant 387302, and this is for the Starr County Juvenile Probation Department.
I
El
move
cartel de
that
Jalisco.
Cartel de Jalisco.
we approve the
¿Cómo se llama
resolution.
that?
No, pues allá está.
Pero por aquel no habla.
Second,
No,
second.
it's the
That's
juvenile.
Juvenile. Second motion.
I have a motion, Commissioner Alvarez,
Second.
second Commissioner Peña, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 17 is to open a new bank account at the depository for the Starr County Community Supervision and Correction Department. This one is, that was mine.
¿Para qué nombre le van a decir?
Aparte, Audencio y Víctor Canales, ¿no?
¿A qué nombre le van a decir?
No me revuelvan con ese caldo.
Oye, párate, ¿es cáncer aquel entonces? ¿O es COVID?
Yeah, this is it needs to be open for keeping track of that particular program.
¿Para qué? No, escúpele.
It's just another account to deposit our bond supervision funds. That way they won't be intermingled with the state funds.
Los bonds.
Yeah,
¿Cómo?
so
¿De qué?
a bond program.
El bond.
People that we supervise under bond
You supervising the bonds?
supervision, yes.
When there are
Cuando
one,
salen que traen el bono, hombre, que andan afuera. de la
Pero
casa.
Sí,
Sometimes
pero
the judge-
¿cuál es el supervision? ¿No es allá, usted o quién es el district attorney?
No, we supervise them, we don't do bonds. We supervise them while they're on
Yeah,
bond.
Pero cuando eran bond en la
Ah,
cárcel, que
ok.
salen.
In other words, the judge says, I want him being supervised, we check for drugs and everything.
no,
Y eso también les cobran, ¿eh?
they have to pay money or what?
Yeah, they have to pay because it's a supervision fee for.
Y ahí va a ir a esa cuenta, el dinero ese.
Yes.
No problem.
Now, that money is, it'll be
You guys
my
can use it.
department money, but it's not subject to send back to the state. We get to keep it locally
I move we approve the account.
I second, Your Honor.
for paying the officers.
¿Paying the what?
Chequeos.
It is for operational.
Operation.
No, no, para estar seguro.
I do have a motion and a second.
Y nada para Miguel.
Any further discussion? All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you,
Motion
Mr.
carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, you.
Item 18 through 23 are budget amendments, Mr. Pettis.
Yes, sir, we've reviewed all those amendments, they're all in order.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second motion.
Moved in second to approve, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. And pursuant to section 551.074, we will now go into executive session to discuss order of salaries and purpose of discussing action on major medical, dental, vision, life insurance, request for proposals. It is 10:45. It is 11:10 and we're back in open session. In executive, we only covered two items. One was the order of salaries
I move that we approve it, Mr. Senator.
Second, Your Honor.
with a correction.
Yes, sir.
Moved and second to approve the order of salaries as corrected. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And the other thing was on the contract for major medical.
Your
dental,
Honor, On that one, we're going to approve TAC, Blue Cross Blue Shield, for our main insurance, and we're going to table our record of agent for our supplemental. That's the motion.
I second that motion.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And if there's no other thing, is there a motion to
Motion
adjourn?
to adjourn.
Moved in second, all in favor, please, aye.
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 Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen.